Welcome everyone, or should I say welcome Leo. Just one person on the call at the moment, so we might just wait a few minutes just to see if anyone else joins. There we go, one more person. We'll give it a couple more minutes and then we'll kick off through the session.
What's it? He was trying to check it for his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a bit more into customer service.
Jenny wasn't on mute, now she is. All right, we'll kick off in another 1 minute, then we'll get going. All right, it's 3 minutes past the hour, so let's kick off. Welcome everyone. My name's Steve Osborne, I'm from ITIC. So this is the final session of 3 that we've done. As far as information sessions go for our work integrated learning programs. So the first one we did was data science, which was last Thursday. And then at 1 o'clock today, we did cyber security. So now this session is going to cover our IT Helpdesk program. So just a little bit about ITIC, established in 2001 and building pathways, career pathways for graduates. So we're trying to bridge the gap between academia and industry, and we do that through allowing our students coming in through our work integrated learning programs to work in roles within the business, but also support them through training and certification that is job related. So particularly for IT Helpdesk, we focus on Cisco networking and Microsoft desktop server support. And that's what we do as part of our training component for the work integrated learning program, which runs over 13 weeks. Traditionally, we've done this extensively for Macquarie University. So if you're a Macquarie University student, you can do it as part of your final semester in your master's program. But it is open to everyone, people who are looking to transition in career, or people who finished a degree, looking to get some hands-on work experience, or people who are still attending university who'd like to do some additional study and work experience. So ITIC is in one part of the business training certification focus, so that's where we run our work integrated learning programs from. But we're also a software development and IT consulting, IT Helpdesk, general IT services and support business. We do have separate brand now focused on cyber and network security, which is a big thing in the industry these days. And we do include not just one company, but a group of companies that all come together to provide a platform that our work integrated learning programs plug into. So the head office is in Sydney CBD. We're located here in Pitt Street. We have training rooms as well as an industry certification exam centre. We do have a presence in Orange, New South Wales. So one of the group executives is located out at Orange, hence we have a presence there. And all of our programs tap into one of our core streams of business, which include data science for the data science program, cyber security, IT Helpdesk, and software development. As part of our sort of end-to-end solution that we're offering, students, particularly those who are coming from international sort of student countries. We have also a PY program that we should be kicking off very shortly with the training rooms that we'll be using located next door at 309 Pitt Street. So the group itself, as I mentioned, it's a diverse group of companies. Started as a software business. At the top there, you can see ITI. That was predominantly focused on developing software products that automate provisioning for Cisco telephony and collaboration, which then spun out into another company called Unlab that's focused on test automation. So basically the difference between ITI and Yarn Lab is ITI focuses on day two moves and changes and enhancement to features and functionality, whereas Yarn Lab's more about sort of migration and day one provisioning and testing. But as part of that, we have ITIC Systems, which ITI acquired back in 2016. And ITIC owns the Telstra call recording product. So if you have a Telstra mobile phone or a Telstra IP telephony service and you engage with them for call recording on that service, that's our platform that we run and manage through our Helpdesk kit. We also have a number of large enterprise and government customers on the Helpdesk. We've just recently onboarded a few additional ones, such as JB Hi-Fi, which we do field services for, and also Allianz, which we're doing some VMware support for. We have a couple of other large customers. Obviously, the Telstra work comes through our Helpdesk, as well as ABB, which is an engineering company, and Queensland Rail. Down the bottom, you can see the sort of more recent brands that we've set up, and this is to diversify and have specific business units that are product-centric. So VITIC is our telephony and cloud calling business, and we're focused through that providing SIP telephony services, our own Microsoft Teams direct routing platform, as well as Twilio Contact Center. Then we have CyberSec Defense, which is cybersecurity or security focus, whether it be cyber or network. So all of the work we do around security sits within that. Urigar is an Indigenous or majority owned Indigenous company that's on the Supply Nation supplier list, which allows work to be provided or services to be provided to government. And Urigar utilises resources from all of the different businesses to deliver those services, as well as has a strategy for training its own Indigenous Australians in IT. Then we have Data, which is our AI focused organisation working on projects where we have research agreements with Macquarie University. One of the cool things that happened there was we registered a patent for AI-enabled education at the beginning of the year, and we're currently applying for a couple of grants from the government, one which is led by ITIC and the other which is being led by Macquarie University with ITIC as or myself as Chief Investigator for Education. That's in partnership with ITIC, Macquarie University, UNSW and the Australian Federal Police. So some of the companies that you can work for. So NetStrategy is our IT Helpdesk external partner, but within ITIC we have our own IT Helpdesk, and Chris, who's the tech lead, will actually be running the program for that. So he'll take you through the Microsoft side, Vincent will take you through the Cisco side, and then you'll get the opportunity to do some work with us on what we do for our customer base through our IT Helpdesk. Previously to COVID, we only ran our programs through in-person sort of training and learning and work experience. But since COVID, we've moved everything online. So we tend to work, you can still come into the office if you prefer. And we try and do that once or twice a week. But what we also try and do is run everything through Microsoft Teams or Zoom. And then what that means is that, you can, number one, attend from a place of your convenience. Number two, if you don't, or if you're not able to attend, then you can also, everything's recorded, so you can watch or learn afterwards. Now, because it's work integrated learning, we don't just focus on training and we also work on soft skills. So, and do things like, optimizing your LinkedIn profile, helping you to prepare for, applying for jobs and job interviews and all of those sort of things. But also from a technical readiness perspective, because the work integrated learning program incorporates a training component, then ideally you will either have achieved or be in a position to achieve a technical certification from either Microsoft or Cisco at the end of the program. So as part of that move to online learning, all of our content is delivered through a learning management platform, which is built on Moodle, if you've used Moodle before. So you'll get enrolled into our LMS, and then you'll have access to all of the training materials and videos and everything that we've done as part of the training program. We have a couple of options. So if you have, if you're currently doing your masters, and between when you did your bachelor's and starting your masters, you had, some industry experience where you've either achieved certifications or you've worked in technical support, they were interested in you applying for the targeted program, which is where you provide us with your CV that outlines your relevant experience and talks about projects and things that you've done in the area of IT help desk support. And then what we do is we go through a competitive process, give you an interview, and if you're successful, then you join the program. You still get to do the training component, so the certification training if you haven't already done it. And there's a scholarship for that, so there's no enrollment fee for the training component for the course. And then the idea is that you'll either be employed by ITIC at the end if you go well. Otherwise, you'll potentially work on some of the interesting projects that we've got coming up after or during the program. So one of the other logos that was on the companies you can work for is Talent Crew. And Talent Crew is a company that's owned by Paxis, and they provide us with short-term contracting opportunities. When we did the last large one, it was for Telstra, where we turned up a team or spun up a team of 10 people within a short period of time, which was monitoring and managing their NOC at the start of COVID when India went into lockdown, and Telstra obviously uses a lot of offshore resources. So they lost some of their capabilities for a short period of time. And we were able to pull 6 or 7 of the people that had just recently done the IT Help Desk program and done the CCNA certification as part of that. And we put them into NOC roles for 6 weeks, which was a paid work opportunity. So as far as the targeted program, and just to clarify between the targeted and the open program, you can apply for the targeted program if you think you have relevant work experience or certifications, and the targeted program will be someone who we can use and work with, who can provide billable hours back to ITIC, so we can basically contract you out and therefore you get paid, and the training is therefore paid for by the company. The open program, if you haven't had the relevant experience but you're interested in an IT help desk role, the open program allows you to do all of the full end-to-end program, do the training, work in our help desk and work with Chris and Vincent. There is a training fee associated with the certification course to do that, but it's open to everyone. So you don't have to have any industry experience. You can use that as an entry point into your first IT help desk role. So targeted roles, network/IT helpdesk engineer. This would be people that we're looking to build out our IT helpdesk within ITIC, applying for these. So you'll know and we'll know as we go along, based on your performance, whether you're suitable for the role. As I said, we've just onboarded a few new large customers, so we are looking to expand the team. So for targeted or open, in both cases, submit your CV to jobs@itic.com.au. And if you're applying for the targeted program, write targeted program in the subject line. And as you can see there, the applications close on the 25th of June. The program is going to kick off at the end of July. For the open program, so why would you do the open program? If you're looking to get your first role and you want to have some work experience, a job reference, so coming into ITIC, you'll be given a reference on request for any roles that you apply for with other companies. And because we've worked with you for 13 weeks, we get to know you, we can provide you with that and comfortably recommend you for roles within the industry. We provide, as part of the program, there's a mandatory, if you're not going for targeted, there's a mandatory pre-place training, which in this case would be Cisco CCNA routing switch. And hopefully by the end of the program or shortly after, you'll be in a position to sit for your exam. And then because we do work within the industry, at the end of the program, you can become part of the resource pool for contracting jobs. So when opportunities come up like they did in the previous semester with the NOC opportunity, we call upon the people who've done the certification training, who we know can perform at the highest levels, to come back in and do contracted work for us. For the open program, as I said, there's no real difference between what you're going to learn in the targeted versus the open. The difference between targeted and open is targeted, you get a scholarship for the training component. If you're applying for targeted, put your CV, a covering letter, and your transcript from uni in your application. If you're applying for the open program, there's guaranteed entry, assuming that you will roll in the training. And all we need for that application is just your transcript. If you're applying for open program, just put open in the subject line for your email and send it to jobs@itic.com.au. So our mentors for the program, we have Chris, who's our tech lead. He runs the call recording platform. He's a Microsoft whiz. He's got every Microsoft certification under the sun. And he's been helping us with our Microsoft Teams calling platform that we've built. We're a Microsoft Gold partner as well. And Chris sort of manages everything Microsoft. Vincent is our Cisco, Huawei, VMware guy. He's also one of our lead technical trainers, so he'll run you through the CCNA training as well as the case studies that we do, which will give you hands-on experience in design and build of a small network environment that you'll build in the lab here at ITIC. So for the schedule, we do CCNA training and then IT Helpdesk training as part of that. We have the certification component, and then we have instructor-led lectures and labs as part of that. And moving on, then you'll have the opportunity to do networking case study or move into the IT Helpdesk focus role where you'll be doing more around the Microsoft side of things. The schedule, so IT Helpdesk work experience. Monday, we'll have a stand up and allocate tasks. Wednesday, we'll have a midweek Q&A and guest speaker where it's been organised. And then Friday, we have a weekly team meeting where everyone who's in the program gets to present the tasks that they've completed. So recap on applications, Helpdesk Engineer targeted or open. In both cases, submit your application to jobs@itic.com.au and just specify in the subject line of the email whether you're applying for targeted or open. If you apply for targeted, the first thing that we do is a CV assessment, and then we'll organise for you to have an interview if your CV looks like it's appropriate for that type of role. The second thing that we do then is to put you through the interview process. If you're successful, fantastic, we put you on the targeted program. If not, we'll automatically give you the option to move to open if the case may be. And as you can see there, once again, the applications close on the 25th of June. There'll be a bit of work that we do after the 25th of June, but we need to do that in readiness for the kickoff for semester 2 at Macquarie, which is at the end of July. And finally, we like social media, so feel free to scan our QR codes and connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. And personally, I'm quite active on LinkedIn, like connecting to all of you or anyone who'd like to. So feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn as well. So that's a summary of the IT Helpdesk program. As I said, we've sort of recently onboarded quite a number of customers. So particularly with JB Hi-Fi, we're doing field services work. So that's break fix for the JB Hi-Fi stores as well as their commercial customers. So we have about 400 stores nationally that we look after the TIC for. We're onboarding people within the help desk for Microsoft Teams calling, and then we've got a couple of managed services contracts that we look after as well. So there's a bit of interesting work if you're looking to sort of get some experience in IT help desk. But what I'll do now is I'll open it up for any questions that you might have. So feel free to ask any questions at this point in time. Well, it's only a small group, so I think we've got actually just 3 people on the call for this one. So if you guys, Leo, Neo, and Ravel, any questions from you guys?
Hi, this is Ravel.
Hey, Ravel.
So I just want to ask about the open internship. Is there any fee for that?
Yeah, so the training for the CCNA covers the instructors and facilities and those sort of things. So we do have a $1,500 charge for the enrollment of that. If you land the targeted program, then we provide a scholarship, but that basically means that the company who's going to hire you will pay for the training fee.
Okay. And when is the internship starts, the training?
So we're going to start, it's the last week of July. So we'll start from there, and that's in line with semester 2 at Macquarie University. So if you're not from Macquarie University, most of the people that attend our programs are from Macquarie, and they're actually doing the work integrated learning as part of their final semester of their masters. So there'll be a lot of Macquarie people here, but it is open to everyone and anyone who'd like to attend. I've actually got an ex-Telstra guy I worked with who's going to enrol in the IT Help Desk program as well. So there might be a few industry people on this one also.
Okay. And what's the total duration of the training?
It's 13 weeks, so we'll start in the first sort of 4 or 5 weeks, 2 days a week, which will be instructor-led training, and then we move into the work experience component, which will be for the next 8 weeks, or the remainder of the 13-week program. So it's one full university semester.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Any more questions from anyone? I'll hold on for another 5 minutes or up until 3:30. So if you have any questions, feel free to hang around. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for attending. And this session's been recorded, so anyone who didn't attend can review later. So if you have any friends who you're interested in seeing this video, just let us know and we'll send them the link.
Hi, Stephen. I have one question.
Yeah, sure. Hey, Leo.
Hi, hello. Yeah. If we apply for the target internship, the company we can apply for is that on the page 5. Can you
So
move the?
if you apply, if you apply for the targeted internship, then if the internship is with ITIC, you work in the ITIC Helpdesk because it's part of the university training program. So the internship is normally unpaid, but the course fee is you'll receive a scholarship for. Now, if during the period of the internship we have a billable contract role, which we're working on at the moment. So it's likely that there might be a contract role where we put you in a customer environment, then it will be paid. If at the end of the internship you're successful and we decide to hire you, then obviously you get paid from there.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay, if there's no more questions, thanks once again, everyone, for attending and have a great rest of the day. And I'd like to see you soon, hopefully, and please send your applications through to jobs@itic.com.au. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you very much.